Most buyers do not leave a Westside showing day confused because every home was wrong. They leave confused because the day started making decisions for them. The first kitchen becomes the standard. A frustrating parking setup changes your mood before the next appointment. And by late afternoon, the balcony from one home has somehow merged with the layout from another. Now you're trying to compare real properties against a mental collage that does not exist. That's how house hunting in Los Angeles can make a very smart buyer feel completely scrambled. If you're touring homes in Santa Monica, Venice, Marina del Rey, Playa Vista, Culver City, West LA, or nearby Westside areas, you need more than a list of addresses. You need a way to compare what you just saw while your reaction is still clean. Because a good showing day should leave you clearer, not more emotionally tangled. By the end of this, you will know how to tour homes without letting one pretty feature, one annoying garage, or one exhausting afternoon distort the entire search. If showing days already make your brain feel crowded, comment showing day because this is extremely normal. The first shift is to stop treating every showing like it has to become the home. That pressure makes the day feel heavier than it needs to. A showing can still be useful even when the property is not right. Maybe it proves that location matters more than space. A different home could reveal that the floor plan you liked online feels awkward in person. One property might help you realize that parking is not a small detail for your life here. That's progress. A showing day does not fail because you leave without writing an offer. It fails when you tour several homes and learn nothing useful from them. Before you walk into the first appointment, decide what you are actually testing. I would keep it simple. Choose one lifestyle priority, one practical deal breaker, and one feature you know can distract you. For one buyer, the lifestyle priority might be walking to coffee or dinner. Someone else may care more about coming home to a quieter street. Parking could be the practical piece that needs to work immediately. If beautiful kitchens make you forget every other concern, just admit that to yourself before the day starts. Self-awareness is free, which is lovely because nothing else in LA feels that way. Those three filters keep every home from being judged by whatever emotions show up first. Photos are the next trap. Listing photos can help you decide what to see, but they are not the same as standing inside the home. The camera may love a room that your furniture will quietly hate. Good staging can make storage feel less important than it is. Bright finishes may distract you from a layout that does not support your routine. So when you walk in, let yourself enjoy the first impression. Then shift into real life. Where would your sofa go? Could you work comfortably there? Does the kitchen function for the way you actually cook? Would the bedroom feel calm once your normal life is inside it? A beautiful home still has to work on a Tuesday. The reverse can happen too. Some homes look average online and feel much stronger in person because the layout, light, or street position does not translate well in photos. That's why I do not want you deciding too much before you arrive. The showing should confirm the listing, challenge it, or teach you something the photos could not. Now be careful with the first home of the day. It can become an emotional anchor without earning that much influence. When the first property feels amazing, everything after it may seem disappointing. If the first one is underwhelming, the next decent option can feel better than it really is because the day improved. Neither reaction is useless. Neither reaction should control the whole search. After the first tour, pause before ranking anything. Ask what the home solved, what bothered you, and whether your reaction came from the property or from the mood of the day. That small reset matters on the West Side because you may be seeing very different types of homes back to back. A Santa Monica condo may be competing on location. A Venice property might be about character. Something in Culver City could feel more practical. Those homes are not always answering the same question. Once you know what each property is trying to solve, the comparison becomes much cleaner. During the tour, pay attention to the details that disappear from memory first. Parking is one of them. You think you will remember the garage setup, but after a few showings, that tight entrance may belong to the wrong address in your mind. Take the note right away. Was the parking easy, awkward, unclear, or worth checking again? That one sentence can save you from rewriting the day later. In Westside LA, parking affects daily comfort more than buyers expect. A dedicated space helps, but the actual setup still matters. Tight turns, tandem spaces, limited guest parking, or a garage that feels annoying before you even own the place should all be noticed. This is not being picky. This is understanding how the home lives. Noise deserves a quick reality check too. A showing may happen during the quietest part of the day. The neighbor above you could be gone. Traffic might be lighter than usual. Pause for a moment and listen like someone who may actually live there. Notice sound from the street, hallway, shared walls, garage, courtyard, or building entrance. Some buyers can ignore a lot. Another person hears one mystery thump and suddenly needs a candle, a journal, and a new search area. Know which one you are. Layout should carry more weight than finishes. An updated home can still fight your routine. Walk through the space as if you are bringing in groceries, getting ready in the morning, taking a call, or trying to have a calm night after work. The question is not whether the room looks nice. The better test is whether movement through the home feels natural. If a floor plan creates friction during a 10-minute showing, I would not assume it becomes easier after closing. Around the middle of the day, check your energy before you trust every option. Touring homes can make people dramatic. You're comparing money, lifestyle, location, timing, and emotion while moving through properties that all ask for different compromises. A tired buyer can turn one small flaw into a disaster. The opposite problem is just as common because one beautiful feature can start excusing issues that deserve more attention. Take a break before the day starts negotiating for you. Water, food, and 5 quiet minutes can do more for your decision-making than one rushed appointment. Very glamorous real estate advice, I know. Still true, if you're planning a Westside showing day, comment which part stresses you out most. Remembering details, comparing homes, parking, layout, budget, or deciding what deserves a second look. That answer usually shows where your search needs more structure. Your notes should be simple enough that you will actually take them. Right after each showing, write down the best reason to keep the home, the concern that could challenge your mind, and the one follow-up question that needs clarity. That is enough. A full essay in the driveway is not required. One property may stay in the running because the layout felt easy, while the other follow-up question is about HOA details. Another home could have a strong location, but the concern is whether the interior space supports your routine. Short notes keep the homes separate. Waiting until the end of the day lets the properties start borrowing features from each other. That's how buyers fall in love with a home that only exists as a combination of 3 different tours. Now, let's talk about the one feature trap. This is the home with the incredible kitchen, beautiful view, perfect balcony, or lobby that makes you feel like your calendar is suddenly organized. Enjoy the moment. Then make the rest of the property earn its place. A standout feature can matter a lot when it connects to your true priority. Outdoor space may be worth real weight if you will use it constantly. A view could change the way the home feels every day. The problem starts when one feature distracts you from layout, monthly costs, parking, noise, building condition, or location fit. Before the best feature takes over, ask what you are ignoring because of it. Sometimes the answer is nothing serious. Other times, that balcony is doing a concerning amount of emotional labor. The opposite trap is dismissing a home too quickly because the first impression felt flat. Paint can change. Furniture leaves. Staging is temporary. A bad layout is different. Weak natural light deserves more caution. Parking that already irritates you should not be minimized just because the price looks better. A location that does not support your life will not become convenient because the countertops are nice. The skill is knowing which flaws are cosmetic and which ones come home with you. That distinction can completely change how you tour. When the final showing ends, do not force a major decision while you are tired. Pick the 2 or 3 homes that deserve a cleaner review. Compare them against the same filters you chose before the day started. Which one solved the strongest problem? What concern still needs an answer? Where does the trade-off feel most reasonable? Those questions are more useful than asking which home made the loudest impression. A second showing may make sense when the foundation feels right, but 1 or 2 details need another look. Maybe you want to recheck parking, bring someone whose opinion matters, or revisit the layout with a calmer head. That does not mean you are committed. It means the home has earned more clarity. Some properties feel stronger the second time because you are not processing 5 other showings at once. Others lose momentum when the shiny feature stops carrying the whole decision. Both outcomes help. For relocation buyers, a second look is not always easy. That makes the first tour even more important. If you only have a short time in Los Angeles, your notes, quick reactions, and follow-up questions need to be sharper. A compressed schedule can work, but only if it does not turn every showing into a blur. The biggest win from a showing day is not always finding the home. Sometimes the win is realizing that a certain layout does not work. One neighborhood feels different than expected, or a property type you resisted deserves another look. That kind of clarity can save you weeks of searching in the wrong direction. So if you're touring homes on the West Side, do not wing the day. Walk in knowing what you are testing. Let the photos earn confirmation in person. Reset after the first home before it becomes the standard for everything else. Take notes while the details are still fresh. Protect yourself from the prettiest feature in the room. Treat cosmetic issues differently from lifestyle problems. Then review the day by what each home solved, not by which one made the biggest emotional impression. A good showing day does not always end with an offer. Sometimes it ends with the relief of knowing what is not right, what deserves another look, and what your search has been trying to tell you. If you're about to tour homes in Santa Monica, Venice, Marina del Rey, Playa Vista, Culver City, West LA, or nearby Westside areas, reach out before you start stacking appointments. A little structure can make the search feel much calmer. Subscribe if you want more honest Los Angeles real estate guidance that helps you make a cleaner decision before you move. Before you go, comment which showing day mistake you are most afraid of making, because I promise you are not the only one.